Okay, so we're back at the... For those of you that want to see the cards that I pull, you can look to, I believe it's this side for me, and all that good stuff. I thought I'd do things a little differently. This is for the twin flame or divine connection collective. I just want to look at the energies because things are, I just feel like weird is the new normal. Like, I feel like our description of what's going on is just like, this is the new normal. And so I'm going to look at 5 aspects, and then with an extended, I'm going to put that on Patreon. So if you join Patreon, I think it's like $11 Canadian a month. And so you can see all the extendeds, you can get all, anyways, if you're watching on Patreon, obviously just keep watching because I just put it straight up on Patreon. If you're not, the link is in my description about how you can sign up to get the extended. I'm going to look at overall energies for the collective this week. Like what is the purpose of the energies? What's happening on a collective level? And then we're going to look at what's going to transpire in the 3D to some aspect. But it's going to apply to both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, because I do believe we are parallel in a lot of ways. Then we're going to look at hidden and helping energies, what's happening in the 5th dimensional plane, and then for the divine feminines and the divine masculines. And then for the extended, I'm going to explore how this might play out for each of those topics. So bear with me. We'll get started on this. It's funny. I have like this little like thing of paper here because I have to put something in as, oh, look at that, as a template. So overall energies, emergence. We have creation, resurrection, and the magician. We have a number 11. I definitely feel intuition is heightened. I don't know where this is coming from, so just bear with me. But if you're on social media at all, if you go on TikTok, if you go on, I think this is a little bit crooked, sorry. Okay, if you go on like Instagram, there's a lot of stuff being exposed. It's creating a lot of fear. Your intuition can be impacted by fear, so just be mindful of that. I fall victim to that too. I'm not judging anybody. You're like laying in my bed at 3 a.m. because I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, it just is what it is. But I really feel like there's an emergence of something, and we've been feeling this for a while, but the closer we get to eclipse season, which is only in a couple of weeks, okay, the closer we get to the beginning of the astrological new year, which is in a week or so, maybe 8 days or whatever. So we're going to start feeling as a collective, I think this is all of humanity, but for the twin flame collective, we're going to feel a resurrection of our energies. We're going to feel, because I kind of feel trickles of it now, this whole like the trickling in of love and the expansion of, anyways, you know, there's something there, a creation of feeling like you can take on the world, because I got to tell you, the connection often makes me feel that way when I'm tuned into it, okay? So the 3D physical, what is it going to be like for the collective? Okay. All right. We have healing, comfort, faith, and restoration. I really love that because I feel like, and of course we have another card here, harmonic resolution, negativity, anger, and transmutation. I'm going to put these on here together because I think it's important to notice that sometimes healing comes through anger and transmutation. So there may be some anger and frustration, but there might not be. There might be a restoration in faith because maybe you were angry last week, whatever this is, okay? We're going to, when I do the extended, I'm going to look at how it's actually going to play out for people, okay? But I really feel like this is the last couple of weeks of us wrapping up this last astrological year and all this stuff we've been going through. There may be bouts of anger. Just let yourself be angry. It's one thing to like project all your anger at your person, but it's another to just let yourself express your anger. Like you're not always projecting on somebody else when you're getting all that energy out. So I think it's going to be, as my friend Carrie would put it, might be a good week for rage walking. There may be some rage walking happening, you know, burn some calories while you're at it. Okay, so hidden energy, hidden helping energy we're not aware of, but it is helping. Oh, look at that. A dreamscape, dream work, subconscious imagination. I don't know about you guys, but these dreams have been wild. Pisces season was wild this year, and reflective truth, identity, self-love, and acceptance. I do feel like the dreams are probably transmuting a lot for us and really bringing stuff out of our subconscious. I don't actually go to bed without asking my subconscious for something. Help me resolve this, whatever this is. I don't know. However you operate with your subconscious narrative, I believe there's lots of stuff being worked out and when we're dreaming. So I feel like even though we maybe can't remember our dreams, or maybe the dreams don't really make sense to us, I feel like there's a lot of work being done during that time. So, okay. So for the fifth dimensional energy, like what we're receiving from the higher vibrational realms, or what is transitioning into the new aspect of life, attachment. Oops, I knocked my camera. Defensiveness and scarcity. All of that is being shifted. Here's the thing, we dabble between the fifth dimension and the third. I'm not going to get too much into that. Fifth dimension is a higher vibrational realm where we don't have lack and scarcity. Okay, so it tells me that anything lack or scarce that we're feeling in regard to our connection is being resolved through these fifth dimensional energies coming in to help us in the 3D, or what we're detaching from in the third dimension. Okay. That's kind of where like the old world is, all the rules, all the limiting and restrictive and wounding and all that stuff is there. And we're shifting out of that in regard to our connection, which I think is really beautiful. All right. For the divine feminines, overall, and I'm going to still do individual readings this week for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, but overall, in regard to this particular emergence energy, illumination, expression, positivity, and joy and inspiration, I really feel like Stella's got her groove back. There's something with that. And I don't think it's fully back, because I think there's still some stuff we're moving out, but you're definitely going to feel a little more energy. Even if you just have a couple hours to get stuff done that makes you feel like centered and balanced and grounded, whatever that is. You might have some creative ideas that excite you about the future. I feel like that's for sure. That's going to come. So, okay. And for the masculines overall, because they are still they're still on this tipping point of their tower moments, okay? The heart portal makes sense. Receptivity, generosity, and mistrusting. The mistrusting is really interesting, because I do truly believe that they are going to be, they're about to step into their tower moments. They're the big bangs that crack them open. I truly feel that, and it's going to happen at different times for different ones of them. It's all happening to crack open their heart chakra. But it might be instigated by mistrust in their life, right? Like sometimes mistrust isn't somebody being devious, or nefarious or intentionally harmful. I think a lot of the old behaviors and conditioning, make it, because people are prioritizing appearances. They're afraid to be honest. They can't be accountable because of the punishment. I don't think people in their lives are naturally, but I think there's going to be a recognition for them around, okay, why am I putting so much time and energy into people who are not truly here for me? There's some sort of reconciliation. We got the root: vitality, stability, survival, and fear. We might feel, as the divine feminines, we might feel a lot of the uptick of what's happening with them, but with this emergence energy, the emergence of the tower for the masculine and the emergence of the light for the feminine is going to be palpable, I feel, and it's going to be really potent and super important. So for those of you that are on Patreon, still watch. For those of you that aren't, if you'd like to watch the rest of us where I clarify how this will actually play out in each segment, you can join Patreon. The link's in my description box. And I hope that this has helped, and I'm hoping you're feeling these good vibes that are coming our way, as intense as they might be. And I'm sending y'all lots of love.